All verse Rising Soul family. So let me tell you something. Everything that has been said about Louisiana on Google and so many research reports on social media about it being a Creole, jazzy, voodoo, African, melanated place, that stuff is all lies. Here's why. Because everywhere in Louisiana is so white supremacy based. Everything in Louisiana is so Confederate flag based, because everything in Louisiana is so similar to the White House in Washington, D.C. It's white supremacy based. If you look at every church in Louisiana, guess what? You see a European white Jesus in the mirror pictures in those Catholic, Jehovah's Witness, and Christianity churches. There is no African voodoo spiritual place in Louisiana. It never had existed. I know this, for example, because a lot of my melanated family members had grew up in Louisiana, and none of them practice African voodoo. A lot of them had got forced to be Christians, Catholics, and Jehovah's Witnesses. So everything about Louisiana being this African Creole voodoo jazzy place is all fucking lies. Especially in places like Sterling, Richwood, New Orleans, Lake Charles, Monroe, West Monroe, Shreveport. All the cities in Louisiana is white supremacy. There's nothing African about Louisiana at all. There's nothing African about it. It's white as it gets. It's European as it gets, because why? It's part of USA. A lot of the European slave owners had settled in the southern states and settled in Louisiana with their damn Christianity and Catholic and Masonic slave owner teachings. So why would African voodoo be taught in Louisiana? Because let me tell you this, I never learned no African voodoo in Louisiana. I never did. I only saw a bunch of Catholics, Christians, fraternity, Masons, Rothschilds, Bowl family, all these slave owner families. That's all I saw in Louisiana. Every melanated person that had lived in Louisiana could tell you that there's nothing African about it. It's so European based, like literally. And if you want to experience all this jazzy Creole African voodoo stuff, you have to go to the countries where it originated at, which is the African countries. If anything, a lot of these European white supremacists, they stole African culture and try to bootleg the shit in Louisiana and try to make up all this melanated spirituality stuff to try to lure a lot of melanated people to come to Louisiana just to be fucking slaves. And a lot of melanated people who grew up in Louisiana think like a bunch of European white folks, because a lot of them are Masons, Catholics, Christians, Jehovah's Witness. Voodoo was never a thing in Louisiana. It's USA that we are talking about. Is Louisiana located in Ghana, Liberia, and Kenya? No, it's located in USA. Bro, Louisiana has more European people than it is melanated people. Why? Because it's a southern state. Come on now. Like, for those that got bamboozled and fooled to come to Louisiana because they heard about the lies about it being an African spiritual place, that shit is all lies. I know they got bamboozled, and they instantly head back to New Jersey, New York, California, Arizona, Nevada, or wherever they came from. When they got bamboozled about the lies, oh, come to Louisiana. It's a whole lot of African spirituality there. No, it's not. It's a bunch of European spirituality, a bunch of Catholics, Christian, all the European teachings, just like anywhere in the southern states. Like, if you really want African teachings, you got to go to an African country for it. Why would you expect it in the United States that was created by white supremacy European people? But that's all I gotta say.